What's going on, Level Up family? It's your boy Drama the Prophet, aka Mr. Cut the Check, and we are back here with another video. So listen, December 29th, y'all. December 29th. That's 29 days from now, from where we at right now. Hopefully you see this video. Do you know what I'm talking about? But December 29th, I will be going live on YouTube, y'all. I will be going live, and from that point on, I'll be doing it at least once a week, maybe on a Friday, maybe the Thursday. We're gonna figure out exactly when, but all that will be revealed on the 29th. I'm also thinking about doing a giveaway on that day. Depending on how the promotion and everything goes, the traction we get. Thinking about doing a giveaway, do a little giveaway and stuff like that. And that's about it pretty much. I'm very excited to start going live on YouTube. Not only on YouTube, we're gonna spread it out to many other places as we go live. We're gonna make it interactive. We're gonna do a lot of reactions and talking about stuff in the news and stuff like that. So I'm excited. If you rock with me, make sure y'all pull up December 29th so we can have a good time. You know what I mean? And that's about it. But listen, I don't want to make this too long. Let's just go ahead and get into this reaction, and we're going to do that right after the intro. Let's go. I go by Drama the Prophet, aka Mr. Cut the Check. What I need y'all to do is hit that subscribe button.
A social worker in Ohio, already charged with having sex with a 13-year-old boy, is in more legal trouble. The boy and his mom are now suing Peyton Shires and her former employee, and that suit has some explosive allegations. Shires used to work at National Youth Advocate Program, a nonprofit that offers services to children and families, and that's where she met this boy. She was charged last month on—
she was a social worker that's being charged of sexual assault on a young boy, bro. This going to tell you like where our world is at, where we going, our direction. Like, what is happening with this world, bro? Like, I feel like, and I could be wrong, y'all, I feel like the world was better 20 years ago. You feel me? Like, it seemed like every year is something else, something new, something happening that is like, yo, wait a minute. What is going on with the world, bro? What is happening right now? I don't know, y'all.
On her 24th birthday, no less, with unlawful sexual conduct. She posted bail and she was released, but a judge later revoked her bail after the boy and his mom reported that she threatened them. The lawsuit has new details about that threat. It claims Shires actually went to the boy's home that he shared with his mother with a gun and fired a shot.
What? Did they say how old this boy was, too? I don't think they said. We only been 46 minutes into this video, so I don't think they said how old this boy is. You know what I mean?
The suit claims the boy's mother saw Shires on her front porch with the gun on her home video system. Shires also threatened to take her own life and claimed the boy's mother ruined her life. Shires is in jail in Columbus. A case management conference for that civil suit is scheduled for March of next year. I'm Anjanette Levy. It's Monday, and this is Crime Fix, Law and Crime's rundown of the top stories in the world of crime. Police
shout out Crime Fix.
Say they finally caught.
I think I'm gonna check out the channel and see what else they got going on over here. You know what I mean? It's called Law and Crime Network. That's what it's called.
A fugitive who murdered his pregnant girlfriend and stuffed her body in a suitcase. Jose Dominguez Garcia is locked up for the murder of Rosalie Shavira Rodriguez.
Bruh.
She was last seen alive in July of 2020, working at a restaurant in Wisconsin. Police in Missouri say their license plate readers caught a car with a stolen plate on camera. When they stopped that driver, he gave them multiple IDs and multiple names, but they found out he was Dominguez Garcia and was wanted in Chippewa County, Wisconsin. That's where authorities say they found Rodriguez's body stuffed into a purple suitcase. and left on a vacant farm. At a doctor's appointment before she went missing,
Yo, these people, bro, be on something, bro. Like, for real. Like, what is...
Rodriguez learned she was 7 weeks pregnant.
Wow.
Her ex is charged with intentional homicide of an unborn child, and hiding a corpse.
And I'm saying, right, like with that, you didn't see like nothing in... I feel like, you know, a lot of people be in love so deep and they be really wanting to be with the people that they ignore the signs that they giving. You know what I'm saying? They ignore the signs. And I feel like he had to have some type of sign that she saw and she just overlooked. And you know, she just was in love probably, I guess, at that point, or you know, he just, you know, because apparently they wasn't together, you know what I mean? But yo, that's crazy. Yo, stop ignoring them signs, people. Stop ignoring them. You know, you got somebody that you with, you need to keep your eye. You know what I'm saying? You need to pay attention.
After this video, your life is never going to be the same. So I need you to stop whatever you're doing.
Another body.
So let me tell you, let me explain to y'all. If y'all just now coming to my channel, your first time coming to my channel, seeing me do these reactions, let me tell y'all real quick, right? I don't edit out these ads. You understand? I might skip them, or sometimes I might just let it ride. Listen, I feel like I'm a YouTuber. No, I'm not getting paid off ads and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? We just doing this right now at this point, right? But bigger channels that's able to get ad revenue and all that stuff like that, I might watch the ad. You know what I'm saying? I might, you know, because at the end of the day, that's how they getting paid. They getting paid from that, sponsorships, all that stuff like that. So I'm not going to like completely, you know, put an ad blocker on here or anything like that. You know, they get paid from this. So, you know what I mean? Y'all going to see these ads, man.
This time found dismembered and stuffed in a car trunk. Deputies in Citrus County, Florida, made the horrifying discovery on Thanksgiving Day. Deputies say the victim, 67-year-old James Banks, was stuffed inside the trunk of his own car, and the suspect is 75-year-old Jonathan Dimmick Sr. Apparently, he shot himself in the abdomen after he committed the crime. Responding officers say they found a large butcher knife in the backyard of a home that was covered in blood, as well as drag marks on the ground. They found the alleged shooter in the living room of the home alive, but with that gunshot wound to his stomach. Dimmick later died at the hospital. Deputies have not revealed how the men knew each other or a motive. Authorities in Nebraska also had to deal with a disturbing case on Thanksgiving. Police in Omaha say Will McDonald was taken into custody Thursday night after apparently killing his 10-year-old son in front of several people.
That is crazy. Like I'm lost for words at this point. I'm lost. Like what you mean, bro? What did what is it that your 10-year-old did that you felt like that is something you needed to do? What?
Kendrick McDonald died at the hospital from a single gunshot wound. Police did not confirm exactly who else was at the family home when Kendrick was shot, but they said other children were there. On top of the charge of criminal homicide, McDonald wasn't allowed to have a gun at all because he's a convicted felon. So he's also charged with possession of a firearm by a prohibited person. Omaha police are still investigating the motive, but a GoFundMe page has been set up by a family friend, and it indicates this might have been an accident. Derek Chauvin, you probably remember him. He's that former Minneapolis police officer who's serving time for the death of George Floyd. He's actually recovering after being stabbed in federal prison. Chauvin's been serving time at the federal prison in Tucson for Floyd's death, and the Associated Press reports that he was stabbed on Wednesday of last week and seriously injured, but is expected to survive. Chauvin's stabbing is the latest incident where a high-profile inmate was injured or died while in the custody of the Bureau of Prisons. Larry Nassar, who sexually assaulted teenage gymnasts in his care, was stabbed last year. And Unabomber Ted Kaczynski died by suicide in his cell. And who can forget Jeffrey Epstein? He is said to have hanged himself in a federal jail in 2019. Millions saw Derek Chauvin kneel on Floyd's neck on body camera video for 9 minutes as he tried to take him into custody in May of 2020. Chauvin spoke at his sentencing on the state charges in 2021.
I do want to give my condolences to the Floyd family.
Chauvin's
he gonna look over to the family, bro. Like, yeah. Somebody in that family has some connections. It's like, yo, listen, I need you to, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Been incarcerated at FCI Tucson. The prison's website actually says that visitation is suspended until further notice. There are many questions about how another inmate was actually able to get close to Chauvin. His former lawyer had said that he should be isolated for his own protection. Chauvin's been trying to get his federal conviction overturned, arguing he couldn't get a fair trial. He's serving more than 20 years on federal and state charges. 3 other officers involved in Floyd's arrest and death are serving less time for not helping Floyd. In another high-profile case, this one a double murder in Delphi, Indiana, a man is accused of leaking graphic crime scene photos that were splashed all over YouTube. 41-year-old Mitchell Westerman faces a misdemeanor count of conversion. According to court documents, Westerman used to work for defense attorney Andrew Baldwin, who used to represent Richard Allen. Allen is accused of murdering Abby Williams and Liberty German near a railroad trestle on Valentine's Day in 2017. The leak of the crime scene photos has caused absolute chaos in Allen's case. First, Westerman has admitted in an affidavit that he took the photos while visiting Baldwin and then passed them along to a man in Indiana. That man then gave the photos to a podcast. The man in Indiana actually took his own life after police questioned him about the leak. That leak led to Richard Allen's attorneys, Baldwin and Brad Rozzi, being removed from the case.
Earlier this afternoon, the defense attorneys have withdrawn their representation of Mr. Allen.
That was Judge Francis Gall at a hearing earlier this month. Now Baldwin and Rozzi claim Judge Gall actually kicked them off the case. The lawyers are taking their case to represent Allen free of charge to the Indiana Supreme Court. Baldwin and Rozzi want a new judge. The Indiana Supreme Court has asked her for information regarding some of the decisions she's made about this case. Allen has pleaded not guilty to Libby and Abby's murders. Prosecutors have said in the past that Allen actually confessed to his wife on a jail phone call. Allen has lost a considerable amount of weight since his arrest and claims his rights are being violated by his treatment at a prison where he is housed. Typically, inmates who haven't been convicted are kept in county jails, but not in this case.
As an investor in Acorns, which is a saving and investing app, I'm excited to be partnering with them to launch.
A man in Nevada says he's not really a criminal, despite being accused of torturing, raping, and beating a woman over a period of 2 days.
Yeah, how you say you not? Like, what?
Las Vegas Metro Police took Edward Kim into custody earlier this month.
Yo, he looked like somebody, he looked like somebody. Yo, he looked like he would do something like that. You feel me? Like, I ain't trying to like, I am. He looked like it. You feel me? He looked like the type of person that would do something like that. I'm just saying. You feel me? He looks like that. Yeah. I'm you know, that's what I have to say. And I'm standing on it. He looks like the type of person that he's being accused of being. You feel me?
An investigation
he's not
started
being
after
accused.
firefighters
He
found a
is.
woman covered in wounds.
It's crazy.
When questioned by police, the Las Vegas Review-Journal said Kim said he and the woman were just messing around. And then he said, "I'm not really a criminal," and stopped talking. Kim will be back in court next week. In Ohio, the mother who admitted plotting the murders of 8 members of one family wants new lawyers, claiming she doesn't trust her current male attorneys. Angela Wagner has pleaded guilty to several charges related to the 2016 murders of 8 members of the Roden and Gilley families. The 8 were all shot in the head, most as they slept.
Oh,
For her
man.
part in the Pike County massacre,
Wow.
Angela got a pretty lenient sentence for her plea. She'll get out after serving just 30 years, while her youngest son, Jake, received 8 life sentences after admitting to shooting 5 of the victims.
8 life life sentences. That's crazy. You ain't ever in life getting out.
Angela Wagner's written two
ain't
letters
never
to the
getting
judge
out.
since September, asking for 2 female public defenders to be assigned to her case. It's a curious request, since she's already pleaded guilty and has fulfilled at least part of her plea agreement by testifying against her oldest son, George Wagner IV. George was found guilty of helping with the murders last November. He's serving 8 life sentences. Angela Wagner is required to testify against her husband, Billy Wagner, when his trial starts next year. In Billy Wagner's case, the judge has denied his request for a change of venue, but the judge said Wagner can actually renew that motion at a later time if they find during jury selection that they can't find an impartial jury in Pike County. Angela and Jake have admitted they murdered the Rodens so they could have sole custody of a little girl that Jake shared with Hannah Mae Roden. The shooting at a Walmart.
Yo, that is nuts. So she doing 30 years, right? Well, they serving 8. They ain't never getting out. We already know that. They not getting out. She doing 30 years. That means, I don't know how old she, I want to say she 50. She ain't getting out, bro. She ain't getting out until she's 70 something. And she might end up dying in there, like,
In Ohio that wounded
point.
4 people may have actually been racially motivated. Benjamin Charles Jones walked into the Beaver Creek store outside of Dayton nearly a week ago and started shooting before turning the gun on himself. Body camera footage from officers showed them entering the store to find Jones. The FBI, which is assisting with this investigation, put out a statement saying Jones's journal writings show he may have been motivated in part by ideology that is violent and racially motivated. The investigation is still ongoing. At last check, the 4 people who were wounded are expected to survive. Another business rocked by a crime spree, but this one under very different circumstances. A woman who worked at a Taco Bell in California says her store's Christmas party got so out of control.
I don't think nobody trying to work there after this news. And they foul for putting that up there too. We hiring? Who the hell want to work there, bro? After whatever is going on, I don't even know what's happening. I ain't see the whole thing. But after seeing that, yeah, they talking about this, and they are wrong, bro. We hiring? Come on.
Control, she had no choice but to report it to HR. Elena Betchiam says her store's 2022 Christmas party involved copious amounts of alcohol that led to at least one of the employees having sex with his wife in front of everybody.
What?
The store's manager had
Wait a minute. What?
reportedly covered the windows of the
Time out. Wait a minute.
Taco Bell in California says her store's Christmas party got so out of control, she had no choice but to report it to HR. Elena Betchiam says her store's 2022 Christmas party involved copious amounts of alcohol that led to at least one of the employees having sex with his wife in front of everybody.
Yo. What did y'all have in these drinks? It wasn't just drinks. This can't be it. You feel me? And the wife was cool with it. Y'all wonder how that conversation went. Yo, what's up? You know what I mean? Listen, I'm feeling some type of way right now. I mean, we've been drinking this wine. Had about 2 cups. What you trying to do right now? I mean, we here in front of the co-workers right now, but they be aight.
The store's manager had reportedly covered the windows of the restaurant, as well as the store's surveillance cameras. After Betchiam made her report, several people were fired. But Betchiam has now filed a lawsuit saying her co-workers actually threatened her for reporting the party. She says instead of those employees being punished, she was transferred to a new location. Betchiam alleges discrimination, sexual harassment, retaliation, and labor violations in her lawsuit.
Oh yeah, so that's something they do all the time. Every Christmas party, it go down because it ain't no way that she was just the one that reported. She was just the one that came to this party for the first time. This is her first go round. You feel me? Coming to this Christmas party, but the other workers, they've been through this before. I guarantee you they undid this before plenty of times. I know that for a fact.
Disgraced South Carolina attorney Alec Murdaugh will be formally sentenced in state court tomorrow for stealing millions of dollars from clients and his law firm. Murdaugh pleaded guilty to 22 counts of the more than 100 he faced in state court earlier this month.
All that has been stated up to this point, how do you plead?
He look like he not even listening.
I plead guilty, Your Honor.
All right.
While Murdaugh's attorneys and the state agreed to a 27-year sentence, Judge Clifton Newman has to accept that plea agreement. Murdaugh's victims are expected to make statements in court. Law and Crime will be there, and we will bring you live coverage on our YouTube channel. And finally, an alleged car thief didn't get away with her crime after she tried to pass off a handwritten license plate as a real one.
I'm done. All right. I'm done right now. Not you wrote your own license plate, bro. And it clearly, definitely looked like, wait a minute. And she got, and they got the black tape on there, bro. All right, I'm done. I'm done with this. This is your boy Drama the Prophet, aka Mr. Cut the Check. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you did not. And I will see y'all on the next video. I'm done.